Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different for you. I know with fall coming, I'm going to do so many fall looks with just like a dark vampy lip. So I wanted to do something before we dive straight into the fall tutorial. So I was looking through my makeup. I have so many different colors of makeup. I never use them. So I thought, why not purple today? No reason why. Just feeling purple, so I kept it pretty simple. I just put purple on the bottom lash line. I kept the crease pretty neutral. I think I just used my bronzer shade for the crease. I did use a purple lip. It looks a little pinky on camera, but in real life it's pretty close to the color of my shadow. Just a lot of highlight as well, so I'm actually happy with how it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Bye! Hey guys, so let's jump straight into this tutorial. The first thing I'm going to do is take my Lovealiciamarie Pore Refining Moisture Veil. I got this in this month's Ipsy bag. It feels more of a moisturizer than it does a primer. I'm more of a fan of the more silicone type primers, but it wasn't too bad. Next, I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. I'm going to take about a pump and a half of that. This is in the shade 2.0. It does look a little bit light on camera, but it's a pretty close match for me. I could probably go maybe to a 2.5 or 3.0, but we'll make it work in the end with some bronzer and contouring. I'm just going to apply this with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge and just blend that in. And this is definitely a full coverage foundation, and it's very long wearing as well and pretty oily, so I'm always looking for matte, long lasting foundations. This is definitely one of my favorites. Next, I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer to help with these bags. So I'm going to just go ahead and apply that under the eyes, and I'm actually going to highlight my face as well. So hit the forehead area, the nose, Cupid's bow, and the chin area. And this is a pretty full coverage concealer as well. So we'll just go ahead and blend that out with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. And honestly, this Real Techniques Beauty Sponge is a great dupe for the Beauty Blender, and probably half the price. I think this is like $6.99. You can even find it in the drugstores, which is pretty nice and convenient. So I'm just going to blend this out, kind of highlight the face area under the eyes, and just blend everything out. Next, I'm going to go in with my Airspun Loose Face Powder, and let me tell you, I dropped it and it's a hot mess. So be careful if you open this, if you ever use it and drop it. But I'm just going to go ahead and set my under eyes and kind of bake at the same time with this powder, and this is a great dupe for the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I'm next going to go in with my Physician Formula. This is the Bronze Booster in the shade Light to Medium. I like this because it's matte, there's no shimmer in it, so it's definitely one of my go-to drugstore bronzers. And I'm actually just going to swipe this in the creases of my eye. For the shadow, we're going to keep it pretty neutral, and we're just going to apply liner and some dramatic lashes later on. And right here, this is actually the NYX Powder Blush in Taupe. And I'm just kind of using that on the outer third of my eye and blending it in that crease just for a little bit more definition. But these are the only two shades that I'm going to use on my lids today for this look. Next, I'm going in with my Physicians Formula eyeliner. This is definitely one of the best liquid liners that I found at the drugstore. It's very pigmented, it's matte, so it's definitely a great one to grab if you're at the drugstore. And my wings never turn out the same. One's always uneven, one's longer than the other, but, just kind of roll with it. And once you put the lashes on, it's going to kind of help camouflage that as well. But this is the Eye Booster 2-in-1 eyeliner. It's actually actually has lash boosting serum in it as well, so it's pretty nice. It's pretty inexpensive. Next, we're just going to take an eyelash curler. I'm just going to curl my lashes and just prep them for the falsies later on. And the mascara that I'm going to use is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. This is in the shade Carbon Black. Definitely another one of my drugstore favorites. A lot of these products that I'm using in this tutorial are from the drugstore, so you should be able to, have access to these products pretty easily. So I'm just going to coat these lashes. I kind of do the bottoms, then I go through the top as well. Next, I'm going to contour lightly with my NYX powder blush in the color Taupe. This is what we used on the outer third of our eye earlier. So just using this on the apples of my cheeks and just chisel out those cheekbones. And it's going to look a little harsh now, but we're going to blend this out later on. So just keep that in mind. I'm just going to hit the temples as well. Next, I'm going in with the Tarte's Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer. This is in the shade Park Avenue Princess. Now this bronzer has a little bit of shimmer in it, so if you're not a fan of that, I would definitely recommend using the Physicians Formula bronzing booster that we used in the crease, but this is nice to kind of give a little bit of a glow with a little bit of shimmer. I'm going to bring it down my neck as well and try to match that. Next, I'm just taking a buffing brush with no additional product on it. I'm just going to lightly blend everything out so there's no harsh lines. I don't know why I tap it on the palm of my hand and just do it out of habit. I don't do that for any reason, but yeah, just go ahead and blend everything out. Next, I'm going to use the Gilded Honey, what is this? Highlight. It's pretty intense, so be careful using it, but I'm just going to hit that on my Cupid's bow, the tops of my cheekbones, and I think I'm going to use this on my nose as well coming up. This is an older highlight. I mean, it's been around for a while, but it's still one of my favorites that I always kind of gravitate towards. And it's the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Next, I'm going in with, this is an eyeliner from, I believe this one, where's it at? What am I using here? I'm searching for it. Let's look. This is actually from the brand Jordana. You can find this at Walgreens, I believe, and this is the Easy Liner for Eyes in the color Purple Fusion. I'm actually using this under, like in the lash line, but also in my waterline as well. And then we're going in with a Milani eyeshadow, and I don't have it. Oh, yes, I do. Just kidding. What is this? Yes, it is the Milani eyeshadow in Bella Violet number 14. And I just went over the eyeliner with that with the angled brush. Right now I'm just sweeping away the bake that we put on there earlier and everywhere that we, kind of concealed and highlighted. I'm going to coat my bottom lashes with the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. This is really good at separating and lengthening the bottom lashes. I've probably been using this for about 6 or 7 years now. And I only use it specifically for the bottom lashes. Now I'm going to work on the brows. I'm going to use another Wet n Wild product. It's like the Brow Duo, and I'm going to use that middle shade, which is the lighter one, for the front of my brows, and the darker shade for the outer third, or for the tail of my brow. And I'm just using an angled brush for this. I always start, a little bit in from the front of the brow. And I just kind of fill in the sparse areas. Where I need the most help is towards the end of the brow, so I always like to extend them a little bit and get more of like an arch. But I just fill in the fronts very lightly and just fill in any sparse areas. I could do a full brow tutorial, in the near future, but I'm basically all I'm doing. I probably take 100, looks at it throughout the way just to make sure that they're, somewhat even, because one brow of mine is raised a little bit more than the other. So just like my wing liner, my brows never look the same. They're supposed to be sisters, not twins. So again, just going through the front of the brow. This is very hard to film also because I have my contacts in, but I still can't see. So my face is literally, it has to be in the mirror. So I do apologize, but now I'm going, if you can see there, extending my brow, and I use the darker shade of that palette and kind of just extend that a little bit and darken it as well. I don't know why, but I always gravitate towards powders over pencils or the pomades. Powder's just so much more easier for me to work with, and I feel like it just gives you more of a natural look as well. Now I'm just going with the Maybelline Clear Mascara, just eyebrow gel, and just, keep these babies in place. I have naturally curly hair, so these guys always wing out, and I need a pretty heavy-duty gel, and this definitely does the job. Next, we're going to work on the lips, and I'm actually using that same Jordana eyeliner that we use, and I'm actually going to line my lips with this as well. And it worked pretty good as a lip liner. It's technically an eyeliner, but definitely worked for the lips. So now I'm going in with the NYX. I believe this is the, what is this? It's one of those. Oh, it's the Soft Matte Lip Cream. The shade I have is, I'm not even sure I can say this, Sequel. But it's a matte lip cream, and it looks a little pinky. It has more of like a pinky undertone. But in a minute here, I'm going to go over it with the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the shade Berry Strudel. And I always like to blend the lip product in with the lip liner so it's kind of blended and not so harsh. And then right here is where I go in with that Intense Lip Butter Gloss, also from NYX. When they say when you need to sneeze, look at the light, it never works. No. So we're just going to go ahead and apply that gloss. And this, you can see, definitely gives it more of a purple tone to it and kind of hides that pink undertone from the Soft Matte Lip Cream. And I did forget to mention earlier, my lashes that I have on are the Cocoa Lashes in the style Queen Bee. I cannot put those on camera for the life of me. But that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!